Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who is addressing the media.
This
Listen
is actually in continuation of an announcement that we already made in the month of October with regard to the recapitalization of the public sector banks. At that time, we had announced that the PSBs would be recapitalized to the extent of rupees 2,12,000 crores. And thereafter, the Department of Financial Services has been undertaking a detailed exercise as to how much capital is to be inducted into the banks in the current financial year. If you recollect, we had later said that this would be spread over this year and perhaps the next year itself. I had already moved a supplementary grant in Parliament, which gave you a clear indication of how much we were planning to induct into the banks this year itself. Now, the entire object of this exercise has been that the government has the prime responsibility of keeping the public sector banks in good health. We inherited a very major problem, and therefore we've been involved in finding a solution to that problem. The problem is of the past, and our role really is not only to find a solution but also to create an institutional mechanism to make sure that what happened in the past is not repeated itself. And therefore, as per the earlier announcement, the induction of the capital, the basis on which the banks are being chosen and how much is being inducted into which public sector banks, that is one part of the exercise. And the second part of the exercise is that the various steps to be taken in order to ensure that the governance of the banks follows the higher standards itself. The government has prepared a plan for this, and the Secretary, Department of Financial Services, Shri Rajiv Kumar, will give you a brief presentation. After this, if there are any questions, we'll be taking those questions for you. Thank you.
All right, that was the Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley speaking about the government's responsibility to keep banks in good health. He was addressing the media and added that the government is examining capital required by public sector banks.